I'm going.
Oh, well now I'm not ready because you started. No? I guess that's it. It's Bake Off time again. Woo! And I'm making a cake this time because I have decided that I have always shied away from actually baking a real cake. So this time I'm going to make an actual cake.
Hello, I'm Amlaw. I hope you're all enjoying the UK PonyCon 2022. I'm here to do my entry for the Bake Off. I'm going to be making a duck cake. And if you're a fan of Bluey, you will know about this. Of course, I'm gonna do a pony twist on this, and I'm gonna attempt to make my duck look like Rainbow Dash. That probably makes no sense if you've never seen Bluey. But maybe Laura will put some stuff in here about Bluey to help.
Duck cake! Yeah, duck cake!
Oh, bingo. Are you sure? That looks hard to make.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Duck cake it is. Good luck.
What? I have to make it?
You remember my clown cake?
Oh.
Good morrow, every pony. It's Laura here. Bake Off 2022. Who'd have thought? In my opinion, this is the best bit of con. I mean, we get to do some baking. It's a lot of laughs. We have fun. It's a funky, fresh time. So let's get going. So I'm gonna be real with y'all when I say that I'm broke. I'm broke, homie, and I can't go out and get many more ingredients for something extravagant, you know, so I'm having to make do with the stuff that's already in the house. I'm currently formulating a plan. It's in the works, but, you know, it's a plan nonetheless, right?
Hello UK PonyCon, I'm Ember, and welcome to Burning Down My Kitchen. I've got Louise behind the camera, say hi Louise.
Hello.
And she's going to be reading out the instructions for me. Not step by step, that's cheating. Anyone using step-by-step instructions should have points deducted.
Now, seeing as I can't actually bake biscuits, like even just a singular biscuit without like burning it to a crisp, this is all going to go disastrously wrong. Full disclosure, I have never baked a cake in my entire life, so it's gonna be interesting. Wish me luck!
Last time I did this last year for my little boy's birthday, but I've got everything out, mostly, hopefully. Woohoo! Eggs. Let's go.
Now, given the tools that are currently at my disposal, the only thing that I think I can really make right now is pancakes. But lucky for me, I'm the designated pancake maker in our house. I always make pancakes on Pancake Tuesday. If anyone ever just wants a pancake, it's me they go to because I am rather gifted with the pancake making. Weird flex, but it's mine. It's the one thing that I'm good at, so I'll take it. But these aren't gonna be any old pancakes, oh no. These are gonna be Ernie's undercooked pancakes.
Ernie's undercooked pancakes.
Hopefully they won't actually be undercooked because I feel like that's a food violation and a health hazard. But that's what I'ma call them, to make it pony. And thankfully I already have a whole bunch of food colorings in the house, which is very, very helpful. So I'm gonna make some rainbow Ernie undercooked pancakes today for you guys. But mainly for me because I actually haven't eaten yet.
I'm feeling kinda snacky, not gonna lie.
So I think we'll just crack right on into it and start measuring out the ingredients. How much of this do we need? I'm just going to keep going until you say
well,
stop.
You said plain flour. We need plain flour, 225. You're using the wrong flour for a start.
Well, it's the right kind of flour for me. 250, that'll do. We don't do anything by halves here.
Butterfingers. Oh, that's not a very funny joke, is it?
So what are you doing then?
I don't know. Well, it was like lining the baking tins with butter, and I've seen them do this on the actual Bake Off, people who can like competently do anything in their lives. So I'm kind of just smothering the inside of this with butter because that's what I've seen other people do. But then it says to put parchment in there. So do you put the parchment in and then butter it? I don't really know. Why don't we do both? Might be a laugh. Is that what it says? No? Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I'm not a complete fool today. Buttered bases. I just like, because I know the bottoms can come out, I'm always like terrified about touching them because I'm just like afraid that they're gonna fall apart on me. So, interesting. Now I'm gonna go wash my hands. Wash your hands when baking. Don't film the sink, it's disgusting.
1 egg, 2 eggs, 3 eggs. I'm just leaving a little trail of eggs from here to there because I didn't think this through. 4 eggs. I had to look at the yolks then to remind myself how many eggs I've broken. I can count, honestly. Ow! 5 eggs.
Now, I have always used self-raising flour for my pancakes. It just makes them a whole lot fluffier. People will probably tell you not to use self-raising flour. They are incorrect. Fluffy pancakes are top tier, I will have you know. So I'm using that. And also I'm crazy because I never actually measure out what's going into the mixture. I just keep putting more eggs in, more flour, more milk until the consistency seems sort of right. But thankfully whenever I do make them, it all seems to fall into place naturally, so that's a thing. But what I will have to do this time is separate the mixture into 6 different bowls so I can colour each one of them individually to make it a rainbow. It's gonna be fun. Let's go.
How's everyone enjoying the convention so far? Pretty good, right? I mean, you've not been to my panels yet because they're on Sunday, but still pretty good. You better come to my panels. I'm being serious. You better come to my panels. Anyway.
I know one thing you've missed.
What's that?
A pinch of salt.
Pinch of salt. We can do a pinch of salt. Laura's good at editing. Right, Laura? You're gonna get me in a good light.
That is not a pinch.
We're friends, Laura, aren't we?
That is not a pinch.
We're friends, right? Friends. And so now we need a pinch of salt. What would it taste like?
Why?
Oh!
You're stupid.
Ah, no.
Only you.
Pro tip, kids, do not eat baking powder. That is vile.
I'm waiting till you're done munching, so I don't have to listen to that before I like actually decorate. You eat like a toddler, you're like... This isn't mine, I'm just borrowing it. Because if it was mine, I would be rich.
Now, I am filthy rich, apparently.
Not rich enough for that, were you?
Who can say? But I have the weak and feeble arms of a child, so I have given in to temptation. And we're going to do everything in an electric whisk.
Whisk. No food mixers in this house.
I mean, it does say beat it with an electric whisk until smooth.
Oh, I'm sorry, does it look like I'm rich? We can't all be Jez here. You know what, I think an electric whisk would have been really helpful because my arm's getting tired.
So I need no recipe for this because I'm insane. I legitimately just put flour in and milk and eggs and just see what the consistency ends up looking like, and then if it's not great, then I'll add more milk, I'll add more eggs, I will add more flour. It's just a process. I mean, I'm gonna have 6 pancakes in total. It probably won't be enough to start with, but once I measure them out into separate bowls, I can see where the land lies, you know? I'm just winging it, guys, I really am.
I'm gonna have a look at my bowl. It's got a cat on it. It's very autumnal and spooky. And it's definitely not a dish for cat food. It's just vibes. 225 grams of softened butter. I don't even know if 225 grams of butter is gonna fit in this dish. But I guess me and you are gonna find out together. I should probably tell you what cake I'm making. So I'm going for a classic Victoria sponge. You know, nothing too complex or crazy. But instead of putting jam in the middle, I'm using lemon curd because apparently also wants me to put lemon in this cake according to the recipe, and I'm not going to argue with the BBC. And then we're going to decorate it, which is, if it doesn't go wrong before then, it will definitely go wrong at that exact moment.
We need to put this massive slab of butter into my bowl of sugar. This is like the really boring bit, watching me make the actual cake mix. This looks like it's going to take some time, so I'm going to do our lovely editor a favour and switch the video off for a bit, and then I can come back and say, here, look, this is what I did.
Have you preheated the oven?
I haven't, no. Maybe I should do that. I think we've got 6 times the ingredients.
You literally haven't.
We don't have enough caster sugar. Wait, 3 times the ingredients, right?
Yeah. You've not got enough eggs, you've not got enough caster sugar, you've not got enough flour.
We've got that flour.
It's not the same thing.
Look, right, it might be a different flour, but okay, this is a vital flaw to the operator. I cut this out.
153, we are 75 off. This is the exciting content that everyone signed up for. You get off my finger. 220, 222. Yeah! 225, we did it. In the mixer? This is your time to stop me if this is a disastrous idea.
Okay, so I have creamed the butter and sugar together, and it kind of looks like mashed potato. Now I'm going to put the eggs in it, and then it's going to look like a bowl of sick, if I remember rightly. In the eggs go. Look at that. Yes.
Eggs.
The one thing about baking is I really do hate raw eggs. They just go through me. So yeah, to start with, I usually add a couple of eggs into the mixture and then we just see what happens. Now, my friends, you don't want crispy pancakes, so get those shells out of the mixture, come on. And remember to recycle your eggshells. Nice.
Well, it's starting to come together. I think this is looking more like a bread dough, I think, rather than a cake mix, but probably just needs a bit of water in it or something. So I'm assuming this is going to be the first 2 layers on our list. So now we need to weigh the whole thing, which, God, I hope it fits in this.
Have you buttered the trays?
No, but I'll do that in a bit.
I mean, you need to do it now.
No, we do add the food colouring first. We've got to make it look pretty.
You need to do it before you put them in the tins.
I'm not going to put it in the tin yet. Leave the baking to me. I don't need this second-hand commentary. I'm not having a domestic in the kitchen. The first layers, so if we're doing 6 layers, we want red and orange on first. So we have red and orange we're going to make with red and yellow. Primary colours, kids. Make sure you do your homework. You know, I think this stuff is quite strong. I could be wrong. Rather too little than too much, so we'll take our time with it. That's red, look at that.
So Jez is last year's winner, so this isn't cheating, because his wasn't that good, he was just funny. So I'm mostly just relying on the fact that he has made a cake before and I haven't, like on camera and just in life. But it's not cheating, because you're not allowed to enter because you've already won.
I'm not going to help.
And I lose every time. So we're set. We're set in a house of winners and disappointments. Anyway, should we get the sugar? Hey! Alright. Sugar, which we definitely didn't forget when we were going shopping and Jez had to go get me more, despite me sending him the list. But that's okay, we don't hold a grudge. How much sugar do we need?
I'm not taking responsibility for your bake-off entry.
Yes, you are. 225 grams of golden caster sugar. I can't open it. Oh, please. We couldn't open the sugar. And apparently it's too much effort to go grab the scissors, so...
So I grabbed the scissors? Is that the problem?
No, these are like Warhammer scissors. They're not sugar scissors. You're cheating. Okay, now it's sugar time. It's like snow, but grey. So sand? It's like sand. Let's go with sand. You're not allowed to make a funny Star Wars joke, but I am.
I don't like sand.
It's a little over. It's 237. It's meant to be 225. But, like, what's a little extra sweetness in our lives? In we go! I feel like the salt guy meme right now.
So, my mixture's a bit bodgy. It's like got lumps in it. And that is probably because the butter is too cold, apparently. I can't do anything about that. So we're just gonna go for it. Got my 2 tins. I've got to fill this one with 1/4 of the mixture. Somehow. And then put the rest in. Oh, this could go so wrong. Got the right amount this year, because when I did this before, like I said, I didn't quite get it right. It doesn't look so bad actually. It might stink slightly. I can tell you it tastes amazing. I've already had a sneaky taste. And now for the best bit.
So I'm just mixing the flour and the eggs together at the minute, and we're definitely going to need a lot of milk. This is very, very thick thus far. Yeah, that ain't viscous at all. And yeah, like I say, I literally just eyeball it just until the mixture gets to the right consistency. To be fair, my gran never actually measured anything when she baked. And I think I must get that from her. Whenever we used to make food together, or we made cakes, potato cakes, banana bread, stuff like that, she just used to literally throw things into the bowl and hope for the best. And every single time she nailed it. So Mildred spoke facts, guys, come on. I literally am the worst. I'm making pancakes for Bake Off. This is a joke. What am I doing? And to be fair, I have already seen some people's entries because I edit this thing, you know. And in all honesty, I'm not gonna win anyway, so I might as well make my little pancakes. Just for me, you know?
We've taken the cakes out of the oven. Not the colours I was going for. We've got a nice green. You can see the lovely green on that. Not quite the red I was going for. It's got more of like a chocolatey but no chocolate in it kind of look. But other than that, they're looking okay. We can still make a cake out of these. So we just need to wash up these trays here. Still quite hot, and get them ready for the mixture.
Using an electric whisk. I do appreciate that it says electric whisk specifically, so it's not really cheating when it tells me to do that. Beat the butter and sugar together until pale and fluffy. I'm pale and fluffy. I guessed that this was the right one to use, and Jez nodded, so like, if it goes wrong, I have someone to blame. It's witchcraft. It's rich witchcraft. I did it wrong. And this is too powerful and it's scaring me and I don't like it. No human should have this power. Like, I genuinely feel like my hand's just gonna go in, it's gonna... It's so noisy! Is it done yet?
Behold, my beautifully preheated oven. Glad I cleaned it recently. I was expecting to open that and there'd be a cloud of smoke. It would have been really embarrassing. Am I gonna say, hey Siri? Nah, it didn't work.
Okay, so I think this consistency that we've got right now is quite good because it's still quite thick, but it's viscous enough that we can pour it, and that's my main concern. I've got all these different coloured bowls except for a red one, which really upsets me. Gutted. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start pouring the mixture into 3 separate bowls to start with. I think I've only got enough for 3 thus far. And then once that's done, we can start colouring the mixture. It is basically just cake mixture, just without the sugar and the butter. And yeah, I actually don't put sugar in my pancake mixture. I never have. I've never been told to. I've never done it since, so. And I've never actually coloured pancake mixture before, so this is going to be really interesting. I hope it works. It kind of looks like porridge, actually, weirdly enough. That's the kind of consistency that I've gone for.
So now it's time to weigh out the cake mixture again. And quite clearly, from the evident sizes of the 2 cakes, I didn't measure this out properly last time. We're going to give it our best go. So now we've got our colours mixed up. We've got another green and a yellow. The yellow's looking alright. I don't know what happened with the green. All this time I've been lied to that red and yellow doesn't make orange, it makes green. 2 greens on a cake? I mean, whoever liked the colour orange anyway?
Get out! Don't leave me. Hello dear, this is very close.
Yeah, the shot.
Yeah, or
yeah.
It's more just you like breathing down my ear.
It's a weird bowl you're mixing those.
What do you mean a weird bowl?
Oh, you know, just like it's a bit of a strange bowl to manually mix some eggs in.
I just wanted to get it started. Add the lemon zest. Oh yeah, we have to zest a lemon. I forgot. Make them all zesty, zesty. Zest in the bowl. What am I gonna do with this lemon after?
Well, when life gives you lemons.
2 hours later.
It's just the hour bit.
Oh.
You're not meant to go all through.
It's fine. What are you talking about? Go away.
So these are the baked cakes. They look a little bit naff at the moment, admittedly. They taste good, I can tell you that. But they need to go in the fridge overnight, and then tomorrow I will shape them and decorate them. So for now, I'm just going to put them in our fridge. Right, Mummy's cakes.
Hey.
Yeah, you can try it when it's finished tomorrow. You can be my tester, okay?
Okay.
It's got to go in the fridge for now. They just about fit in there. They're going to chill overnight. And then tomorrow, the fun begins! Yay!
Okie dokie Loki, it's time to colour the mixture. Okay, so I've got red to start with. That's the first colour of the rainbow, as I'm sure you're all aware. It appears we need quite a bit, actually. It's not really changing colour. So I won't lie, it's kind of gone a bit of a gross grey colour, the red. But I don't want to add any more because I feel like the colour is just going to get worse. So I'm going to leave that. And I'm basically adding more viscosity as well when I'm adding the food colouring in. So I don't want to add too much of it so it becomes too watery, do you know what I mean? Now there's a couple of these as well actually that I think I'm going to have to mix to get the right colour. I don't think I've got green and I don't think I've got purple. So I'm going to have to, again, kind of kind of wing that one. Oh, that orange has come out very nice, yes. That is immediately better than the red that I used. Look at how orange it is. The yellow doesn't really look much different because batter is automatically kind of yellow anyway, so I don't really need a whole lot of yellow for this one. So I'm gonna make some more batter and I will be back with you guys.
I'm hoping I've measured it out correctly this time. I don't want the 2 cake sizes that we already have to repeat themselves. We should hopefully have 2 similar sized cakes. On a plus note, they have come out relatively okay. To what I was expecting. What do you think? Do you think I'm doing good? This is like an achievement right here. Getting this far into it and not starting a fire is quite frankly miraculous for me. There we go.
It really does just look disgusting until it becomes a cake, doesn't it? Like, I don't know, I wouldn't eat that, except I will in a bit. It'd be delicious. Might be very lemony though, but you know, time will tell. I am a fool and I didn't do half the things I needed to do. That's fine. Vanilla. What are you doing?
Telling everyone who you are.
Oh. Jez was like, oh, Resk, you didn't film an introduction. I'm like, oh, well, it's too late now anyway. I'm Resk. I work for UK PonyCon, unsurprisingly. I'm communications lead, which means if you've ever tweeted us, I've seen it, which sounds a little creepy. Is it teaspoon or tablespoon? Tablespoon. Tablespoon. That's a teaspoon. I ain't using your fancy schmancy things. I'm communications lead, so I run social media for the convention, and I'm also on the arts team, and I'm also an idiot who cannot bake or do anything right. And I have had the worst bakes on Bake Off every single time. It has all gone wrong, especially in the decorating phase. So that's me. I can't bake. I have a table, come buy stuff to ease my suffering. Thanks. That kind of one. Oh, it tastes like cough medicine. Oh, I let the intrusive thoughts win.
Bake Off 2022 champion right here.
Stop bullying me! Hit yourself. One for good luck. I don't know which shoulder it is to get rid of demons, so if I do both, probably works.
You clean that up?
No.
24 hours later.
Now I'm going to make the butter icing. I've got my hopefully softened butter in here. It's a lot softer than it was when I made a cake mixture. And I need to put practically this whole bag of icing sugar in. So I'm very curious about what kind of music Laura's going to put over me doing this.
Baking these treats is such a cinch. Add a teaspoon of vanilla. Add a little more and you count to 4 and you never get your fill up.
Now we need to make that Rainbow Dash Blue. Using Luke as a tester later and seeing how much he bounces off the walls from the food colouring, but I don't think it's as bad as when we were kids. Did you just put the piggy on camera?
Maybe.
I don't know why the piggy is in the kitchen. I assume Luke brought it here. It was on the side. The child likes to leave us gifts around the house just to make us smile.
Okay, I've got the rest of my batter now. I'm just going to bob these in some more bowls and we're golden. Now I've just mixed some yellow and some blue to try and make some green. And it is a shade of green, I'll say that, but it's giving Shrek more than Pony, but we moved. It's kind of more what you're doing in my swamp than Rainbow Dash. But it's fine, it's fine. You know, I've always thought blue food colouring is so satisfying because as a kid I was always taught, don't have anything that's blue, you know? Blue Smarties, blue sweets, no. Stay away. And now I'm an adult, a grown-up, I can do whatever I want. I can make my pancakes blue if I want to. Screw y'all, screw y'all. I'm gonna try and make some purple with blue and red. I know how colours work. Okay, so I won't lie, it's not going an amazing colour, this one. Again, I just don't want to overwater it with too much food colouring. So I have put some pink in it, which has kind of worked. It is a bit of a purpley colour, but it's not fantastic. Again, it's kind of grey, but it's better than nothing.
So, we didn't get enough ingredients, so we're having to use plain flour instead of self-raising, which is probably what we should have done from the start. But you know what? We're going to go with it. I think we'll do what we did last time. We'll have a good mix of this until it's all mixed together and have a check on how things are going in the oven.
Oh no, the cat's drowned. No. Alright, because I'm not going to win Bake Off, when you go to like vote for who wins, instead of voting for me, could you just give me a good name to call this cat? Like Bowl Cat or something. Because I have 2 of these bowls, so like a double name would be pretty good. You know, like Pinky and Perky, Starsky and Hutch. Don't know. So yeah, don't waste your vote on me because this is gonna go flamingo up. But you can instead just tell me what I should name these cats because that's probably a better use of your time.
So this bit is going to be the duck's Rainbow Dash duck head and neck. So basically we lose a third of the cake. Normally that would just get wasted, but actually...
I'll eat it.
No, it's going to be turned into Rainbow Dash's nose.
Oh.
There will be plenty of bits to eat, don't worry.
I've got all my colours. Let's get to the pan. Aye. So I do always like to preheat my pan before I make pancakes. I use olive oil personally for my pancakes, not an awful lot. You don't need to drown it in olive oil. I do leave it to kind of evaporate a little bit before I put any of the mixture on so it doesn't go too greasy. But we do like non-stick pans, so olive oil.
So we've just got these out of the oven. They're not looking too bad there. Surprisingly, despite one going in looking very green, they've both come out roughly a similar colour. I think this one I have in my hands here is slightly more orange than that one. So I think we'll use this one as the orange. I don't know whether to go for a purple or a red for that one, but we definitely need a blue and either a red or a purple now.
It's fine, it's fine. It's a job for the future. It's a job for the future.
It's a job for me.
Oh, thank you for offering. No, isn't that very kind of you? I just remembered we have food colouring. So I've decided to add an extra layer of difficulty to my cake by trying to make it look red. It's not going to look red, it's going to look sort of reddy brownish or burnt, but...
What is with the pig? It should at least be a Rainbow Dash. I should have put Rainbow Dash there if I knew you were going to play. I'm scared, because if I get this wrong I've got to bake a whole cake again. I'm still scared.
So I'm bobbing the mixture in now. I'm going to start with the red and see where we go from there. That is in fact not circular by any means, but you know, it's okay, it's okay. So I shan't lie to you, that red one was a bit of a joke. So I'm going to try and see what happens with this orange one right now to see if the colour actually still comes out, because the colour just did not happen with that red one and it looks hannah burn, I shan't lie. So let's try the orange and see what happens. So that's already such a better colour, isn't it? I mean, you can clearly see that's an orange pancake right there. Yeah, and even when I flip it over, it's the right colour, you know. I just think the red food colouring was a little bit naff. I mean, yeah, look at the difference in that. That red one has just completely burnt to a cinder. It didn't pour very well either. The colour is not any different than any other pancake that I've ever seen personally. And this is very clearly an orange pancake, so I think your boy is going in the bin. And we'll just make do with the orange to start with.
Okay, so we've got all of the cake layers. Honestly, couldn't get a more perfect rainbow if you tried. So we've clearly got the purple, the blue, we've got the green, the yellow, the orange and the red. And what we're going to do is we're going to get some of this lovely icing, or cheese icing combo. Just put a big dollop on there and give it a spread around. Something tells me this is going to get very sweet very quickly. Which is great because it's cake, and just hope you've got your insulin with you.
Get in! Go on! Okay! Ta-da! Do I put these in an oven? Yes. How long? 25 to 35 minutes. See you in half an hour. I have my other cat bowl. I'm still taking name suggestions. This is the unsullied one. And we're making buttercream to go between the two cakes that are out of the oven and cooled and definitely look worse for wear, but so long as they taste good, nobody cares. Nobody actually gives a monkey moose. So I want to do 150 of butter. Sorry, am I boring you? What is the point of baking if you don't just make a colossal mess over everything? Alright, now I gotta mix. I'm told apparently this is just easier to do by hand, so we shall see how that goes. Luckily, I should have washed this t-shirt by the time that I'm at UK PonyCon now, so it shouldn't be covered in horrendous amounts of butter, or buttercream, or icing sugar. But if I am covered in it, know that I probably baked something else, or something even worse than this went disastrously wrong.
I won't cut myself, I promise. Famous last words. It's starting to look like anything. At least frosting's going to cover some of this, so it does look really bodgy. I can get creative with, look how much cake I'm wasting. I can get really creative with the frosting and cover some of the holes. Right, so this bit's going to be our body, so I just need to level it off. I'm making Mike nervous because I'm coming towards myself again. Is that better? And that is going to be our body.
And again, look, same stitch with the yellow one. It's clearly yellow. It's clearly a yellow pancake. And that flips really nicely as well. They're not horrendously circular. You know, I don't want to make them the actual size of the pan because these are going to be big pancakes. I don't have a smaller pan or anything to kind of mould them into. So again, we're eyeballing this, we really are. Now I'm concerned about the green because it is kind of a gross colour, but hopefully it comes out okay. And that's quite a decent shape actually, and not too bad. Ooh, that's okay to be honest. Like it looks like it's gone off, it looks like it's been sat in my cupboard for about 20 years, rotting away, but you know, it's fine. It's supposed to look like that.
Now with the green one, this one came out possibly the best risen of them all. And I think I might just need to shave the top off a bit. Here comes the true test of skill by taking off the top of the cake here, leaving it nice and flat for the next layer.
Resk has discovered all of the food colourings that you own. Oh, look at that! That's amazing! It looks like an aubergine. This was 100% the right decision to put food colouring in this. This is going to be for decoration. So my idea is to make a like Britannia face on top of the cake and have that as decoration. So it's like Britannia's spooky, fun, gothic cake. I feel like maybe I'm being a little bit too over-ambitious with this, seeing as my previous attempts to make a Britannia face on something baked has ended in utter disaster. Insert melty face Britannia here. So hopefully this escapade goes a little bit less melty.
The more you try and fix it, the worse it'll get.
Yeah, we'll fix it with frosting. Frosting is our glue. This is where I remember Luke's cake falling apart last year after we left it out of the fridge too long because the frosting in the middle just melted. Anyone ever fancies doing this? My tip to you, don't leave it out of the fridge too long. It will melt. So now I'm looking at it and thinking he looks a little bit tall. Kind of looks like a duck, maybe? If you squint a little bit. And now we get to skewer the duck. No, don't do it! No ducks were harmed in the making of this cake. Looks like a little alien duck now.
The penultimate colour blue. Oh, that is really bright, I like it. And now finally the purple. Which again is a bit of a gross colour, but you know, it's fine. Like it is purple. It's purple. Just a bit of a mucky sort of purple, you know. I look like such a gremlin, like. Now that, annoyingly, is the best shaped pancake of the lot. I do find that I get better with shaping them the more I do it. Like the first one's always a bit hit and miss, and then by the end of it it's like, oh, okay, now that's perfect.
Yeah, I'm just now sort of realising this is gonna just taste like cream cheese and icing with a little bit of cake in the middle. So I hope you like cream cheese and icing, because, oh boy, there's enough of it to go around. Okay, and then just the final layer, the nice red or as I like to call it, the no chocolate cake. Looking at it from a bit of a distance, there are some things that we can reflect and, you know, say we did well in, and some things we didn't do so well in. One of those lists is quite a bit longer than the other.
It kind of looks a bit like Mustafar from Star Wars, you know, where it's like, you are my brother, Anakin. It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them. Kind of looks a little bit like that, huh? Like a little bit like a volcano planet. I just want to eat this icing. So I'm gonna like try and make like a muzzle shape for Britannia. Like that. This is the problem with My Little Pony characters not really having much of a muzzle, is that when you actually give them like a normal size of like mouth, it just looks weird. If I use water, then I can smooth the icing out and glue it together properly. Which does mean my fingers are gonna taste wonderfully of icing, but that's okay. This is like sculpting now. This is pretty cool. Splodge that in there. Nice, nice, looking nice. I don't think any human should eat this much icing, actually. Like, this is gonna be way too much icing to eat this entire Britannia. This might be as bad as like Maz's like insane chocolate cake that we were all watching and being like, oh no, that's too much.
This is gonna be a very chocolatey brownie.
Maz hasn't done a bake-off since, which is maybe telling about how much we ribbed him for the amount of chocolate that he put into that cake. It's a start. It's a start on Britannia.
That is as close to Rainbow Dash Blue as I could probably get with frosting. I don't think it's that bad. Right, so we're in unknown territory now because usually you decorate this and it would have a beak which was made out of crisps. I'm going to try and make a pony muzzle out of this chunk of cake. I'm going to be very quiet doing this because I'm concentrating. Oh! Straight through the nose. I've got another bowl of frosting. We'll use this first one up first. I'm just going to go for the head and see. I hope that it doesn't all just fall apart on me. Now the duck cake, you don't have to worry about making it so smooth, but I'm probably going to try and make this quite smooth to make it look more of a pony than a duck. So apart from her wings, Rainbow Dash doesn't have feathers, so...
Okay, so these are pretty much done for the time being, guys. I can't really decorate them right now because they're still pretty high. Kind of good that the red one didn't work. I mean, it still looks like a rainbow. It's still very, very colourful, but hopefully when I eventually get the decorations on top, the colour scheme won't really matter as much. But I'll just wait for these to cool and then I can decorate them.
We have here some nice chocolate letters, and these should help us set the theming of the cake. I mean, rainbow is a good theme, don't get me wrong, but we need to make sure people understand this isn't just any old cake.
I feel like this is going to be like the cake that Hagrid gave Harry.
Britannia has red on the top or the bottom? Top. GG, well done me. Look at that. It's not quite royal blue? Royal? I guess on this logo it isn't royal blue either because the patch is a bit not accurate, so I don't think it will matter too hard. Britannia, innit? Britain. I have significantly less buttercream because Jazz keeps eating it all, so we're gonna see what we can do about covering this. Well, I'm not wrong, you do keep eating it all.
That is a absolutely ludicrous amount of cream to put in as a filling. I'm sorry.
Maybe I don't put the lemon curd, maybe I just do buttercream.
Even then.
Maybe you're right.
I think I've done the best I can with the frosting on the body, and then I've decided to use some of the cake bits to make some wings here. So, hoping this will make her a little less front heavy.
So these guys guys are pretty cool right now, I am going to decorate them. And now, because these are Ernie's undercooked pancakes after all, I've got to make them Rainbow Dash themed. I mean, they're already rainbow in colour, so I might as well go for a little bit of a Cloudsdale theme, I think. I've got some squirty cream. I'm gonna make it look like a bit of a cloud effect on the top of the pancakes. Again, completely eyeballing this. I've got no idea what's gonna happen, but we move. Feels like a cloud, right? Okay, they kind of look like clouds, right?
And we have some lovely little wafer unicorns. Look at those, don't they look pretty? I think those are worth the win for just those alone.
You can never have too many unicorns.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that.
This looks disgusting. Why did I pick these colours? It kind of does look like I've killed Steve right now. Your OC. It's like yellow and purple and red for guts. Maybe I should have done that, that would have been funny. Like, kill your G4 OC. G5 is here now. That looks dreadful. That looks so bad. That tastes good though.
Look at the tiny little eye. I found a jar of pony ears. Oh, that's what they're called from now on. Busy rainbow belts. And hair and a tail. That looks quite good.
I think you should just use the eyes. Be done with it. It's just for entertainment.
They are quite funny. And let's face it, Bake Off has got to have that comedy value, hasn't it? Does it not look so...
So terrible.
She looks a bit demonic, doesn't she?
It looks terrible, but not quite so terrible.
I've also got myself some little rainbow decorations anyway, so... And obviously, we've got to have some sprinkles, come on now. To top them off a little bit, I'm gonna pop some glitter on, just because this is Pony, we like a bit of glitter here. And just to top it all off, Ernie's undercooked pancakes.
Some might say I'm just straight up stealing Bexy's idea from last year. And they're probably right, subconsciously stealing. But there's one thing that I am gonna consciously steal from Bexy, and that's her decorating style. We've seen with Bexy enough times, whenever they're doing cake decorating, this is an absolute call out, I'm sorry. But if one thing Bexy is known for when making a cake is absolutely blasting it with sprinkles and other bits of chocolate and whatnot. And that's exactly what we're going to do. And just throw them at your cake. That looks like enough, but I can tell you it's not enough. And here's the finished product. As you can see, we've got My Little Pony spelled out up on the top, with lots of nice wafer unicorns all decorated around the side, and tons of magic sparkles.
For all the haters who doubted me, you were correct. Alright, time to decorate this Britannia cake. It's art time. Gotta make Britty look like she's smiling. Think Bob Ross thoughts.
You see, we were all at Sweet Apple Acres.
I'll tell you, I'm like obsessed with the idea of cake pens now. This is amazing. I was originally going to do Bat Britannia to match this year's theme, but this cake is kind of horrifying enough, so I think we finished.
Do you want to pick it up and hold it?
Do I want to pick it up and hold it?
Show the winning Bake Off entry 2022.
It's moving very fast.
There you go. It's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If we leave her out with a fridge, she's going to be Melty Horse 2.0. She's quite cute. So there we have Rainbow Dash duck cake. I'm going to put her in the fridge and let her set, so maybe she'll look a little less drippy. Or she might just look exactly the same. We shall see. Hope you're enjoying UK PonyCon 2022, and I hope this Bake Off entry has been as funny as I think it might have been. Yeah. Thanks!
There we have it, pancakes for Bake Off, courtesy of me, Laura, the pancake maker, because I had nothing else available. And you know what? I'm really chuffed with them. I'm really happy with how these turned out. They look really cool. They look like clouds. The colours turned out okay, save the red one, but yeah, we move. My pancakes for you guys. Thank you for watching.
And if that isn't a winning cake, then I'm sorry, but you just don't have good taste.
Time to try the Britannia cake. I'm gonna get this little piece at the corner so that I can have a little bit of everything.
How's the cake though?
That's not good. That's disgusting.
This is Bake Off winner 2022 right here. The most delicious cake.
I guess what we've learned today is I can make a mean buttercream and no cakes. So don't vote for me. Good luck to the winner.
You got my vote.
Thanks. I don't need a sympathy vote.
Hey Luke, look what Mummy made today. What is it? You like it? What do you think, Luke? Do you know what it is?
And now it's time to see the cross section. So we're going to take a nice cut straight through the cake. Cuts straight through like butter. Nice soft cake. And we'll give you the O, how about that? And that is your cake. Not quite the rainbow of colours I was looking for, but we have the red, somewhat orange, yellow, green, bit of blue, and your purple at the bottom there. That's a really good cake. What else can I say?
I've just had a horrendous realisation that I cannot now eat these pancakes because the food colouring that I used is out of date by a year. Really hungry.